For many years, I've been gardening in my backyard. Sometimes I had big gardens, sometimes small gardens, but I always liked growing things. And one of the reasons I liked doing it was because I used to love watching a little seed that didn't look like it can grow anything, start to grow and then produce tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers. I thought it was fascinating. I also started sharing that with my kids. I also showed them in God's infinite wisdom how things came from the seed that the tomato produced or the cucumber, and how we can grow that and grow again tomatoes and cucumbers the next year. I've learned so much over the past years that it's mind-boggling the way the whole ecosystem works, starting with the microbes down in the soil, all the way up to the pollination of the seeds and hybrid seeds, non-GMO, different types of things you can do to your garden, till, no-till. So many different things that can be done to a garden that will enhance its growing. Many years ago, I used to use chemicals on my garden and I used to get nice big vegetables and fruit. Now I do everything organically, which is definitely a challenge. I used to enjoy taking my children to see different flowers. If you ever look inside a flower that has lines, you'll see how it symmetrically lines up. And if you go down the block and look at the same flower, guess what? It symmetrically lines up the same way. But there are so many different varieties, and there are new varieties coming out because of cross-pollination. All of these things were unbelievable to me and still are. And every time I look at these things, I see the hand of God in what we're doing in our garden. Did you ever go into a supermarket and pick up a red pepper, green pepper, yellow pepper, pick up some cucumbers, without even giving it a thought where it came from or how it grew? Unfortunately, we can't always remember where these things came from. But I was listening to someone who once said, how good is God that he let us have all these colors in these vegetables? Can you imagine eating a gray grapefruit or a gray pepper or a gray cucumber? We don't even think about these things when you go to the supermarket and we see all these different types of vegetables. One of the things that we'll be doing with the channel is actually pointing out the miracle of all of these things. And again, I call it a miracle because we take them for granted, but they truly are a miracle. The other day I planted my onion seeds. If you ever look at an onion seed, it's a little black dot, and it looks like a little rock. When you put it into the earth, you can't believe there's any way that this is going to grow. But eventually it does. Take a lettuce seed. Lettuce seed is the same thing. It's a tiny little seed, and when you put it in the ground, you say, yeah, it's probably not going to grow. And then you get lettuce from it a while after. All of these things are by the grace of God. This channel is going to give you tips and tricks about gardening, and it's going to give you some things that I've learned along the way and things that I've learned from others. But it's also going to stop and point out things that we may have not thought about before. And that's what I think is going to be really exciting for a lot of you, to see the hand of God in all of these things. And next time you look at a vegetable in a store or you grow your own garden, you'll be able to say, hey, I know where that came from, and wasn't it unbelievable that it came from this little seed? And to appreciate what we have. So I'm hoping that you'll join us in our journey. I would ask that you please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you like the videos, hit the like button. By hitting the bell, you'll be notified when we put out new videos. We look forward to seeing you soon, and let's get growing.